Hello from the Big South Network studio. I'm Mark Bryant. This is another installment of our baseball preview series for the 2025 season. Very happy to have with me now the head coach of the Radford Highlanders, Alex Guerra. Alex, thank you for being here.
Mark, thanks for having me.
Well, let's talk about a problem from the fall that's carried over a little bit. Hurricane Helene did quite a number on Radford. Some folks may not realize what it did to the facilities there. Can you tell me where things are now and what issues you may still be dealing with going into the season?
It's, it was quite the scene, when it happened earlier this fall, but everything's on track, feels in a good spot. Really thankful for our administration and everybody involved in helping that process get cleaned up. We had a tremendous amount of help from the baseball community. The Pulaski River Turtles allowed us to practice on their field. Salem Red Sox allowed us in our squad. When we played our junior college game this fall. But yeah, we're in a good spot, and we'll be back on the field this weekend. Field turf will be here in a couple weeks to get everything cleaned up. But to be honest, from a perspective standpoint, people lost their homes, people lost their a lot of their lives. So it's in a situation for us where we're getting a lot of new stuff, and we get to play baseball, so we're going to be in a good spot.
Let's get to the baseball. The Highlanders made strides in year 2 for you, and now year 3. What are your next steps in this progression, and how do you keep that trajectory pointed up?
Yeah, I think it starts with our players. I think we've got a really good group of guys coming back. We've added a bunch of really good players, transfers and younger guys. And last year we lost 17 games by 3 or less runs. So for us now it's just about a matter of doing some of those little things to help us get over the top. But I feel really good about the group of guys that we've got, and feel like we're going to take a huge step forward.
Who are some of the key returning players that are the heart of your roster, and what leadership roles are you expecting out of them?
Yeah, I think it starts with Hunter Keene, our shortstop. He's a guy that our entire team voted as one of our captains. He's done a great job of just leading our team, setting the example for what our culture is, of being blue collar, being a family. Brady Whitaker behind the plate, Drew Biggerstaff behind the plate, 2 guys that have had a lot of experience for us, that caught a lot, that is really going to help us. Corbin Grantham, J.K. Perez in the outfield. We've added a couple of transfers, Tyler Kehoe, James Ward, guys are going to hit in the middle of the order for us. Mason Self and Brecken Nace are 2 really good young hitters that I feel like are going to be at the top of the league here, for years to come. And then you look at our pitching staff, Drew Stanley, Ray Ladd, Andrew Steinhaus, Josh Millville, Mason Hatcher, guys that I think we've got 5 starters there that I feel like can really help us. And then some guys in the back end of the pen, that had a lot of experience last year. Jimmy Lovelace, Will Rice, and I feel like our team is really taking a step forward this fall. Just when you bring in new guys and mesh them with the amount of guys we had coming back and the way that they connected, I feel like it's going to put us in a really good spot to win some games this year.
Well, you listed through some of the pitchers. How are you at narrowing down what your rotation might actually come to, and where are the bulk of the innings coming from for you?
Yeah, like I said, with those 5 guys there, I think it's pretty safe to say that Drew Stanley, a returning all-conference player, he's going to be a guy that's going to pitch for us on the weekends. Ray Ladd, Andrew Steinhaus, Josh Millville. They've all got really good stuff, and it's just a matter of what is going to be best for them in their role on certain days. But I feel really good about all 4 or 5 of those guys being able to help us and pitch significant innings for us.
We know what the conference gauntlet looks like in terms of working through the season. Tell me a little bit about the non-conference schedule. Who have folks got to look forward to seeing Radford take on this year?
Yeah, we start the season out. We've got 3 northern teams coming down. In Akron, Quinnipiac, and Mercyhurst, 3 really tough, well-coached teams. Then we're playing defending national champions in Tennessee. JMU, we're playing ETSU, UNCG, playing Duke. So you've got teams that have been to regionals, teams that have won championships, teams that have won over 30 games. playing Georgetown as well. They had a great year last year. So it's a challenging and competitive schedule, and it's going to put our guys in position to be prepared for conference play, but every game matters for us, right? So, but we're excited about the opponents we're playing this year.
We're excited to see you take the field. We wish you and all the Highlanders the best of luck this season.
Thank you.
And we thank you for watching another installment in our baseball preview series for 2025.